Hey, so November the 16th. To be honest, there's not a lot happening. So let's talk about how we got here, because in reality, how we got here and how it all played out, it's a bit fucking mad. Like, we had the Greatest Escape the year before, which we had to call the Greatest Escape for a couple of reasons. Primarily because Mercury had already called 1990 Tony James the Great Escape. So what we did in 2014 was greater, and so it had to have a greater name, so it was the Greatest Escape. I mean, what happened in 2014, 15 was, when you think about it, a little bit mental. We were kind of okay all season. We kept losing by the odd goal, and I remember thinking like, if we could just not make them mistakes, we might be all right. And then all of a sudden, with 9 games to go, when we were gone, really, in reality we were gone, we kind of stopped making those mistakes, and we kind of kept putting them goals away. And like, everyone give Cambiasso, I don't know, the kudos for it, but like, I mean, we weren't that bad that season. It was weird. And I remember saying to a friend, I was like, if we played like this for a whole season, we'd win the fucking league. Yeah. So it carried through, obviously. I don't know. I don't think it was me. But anyway, during the summer, after that Greatest Escape, the boys went off to Thailand. James Pearson, who is no longer a footballer, and didn't really have much of a career, but I mean, he was lucky to go on that trip to, well, in theory he was lucky to go on that trip to Thailand. Didn't make the best of his trip to Thailand, but he made a video, he put it online. I vaguely remember seeing it. I think you struggle to find it these days, although I'm sure that there's some avid Leicester fan or Thailand video fan that's got a copy of it. If you really want to find it, I'm sure it's possible, but it's not that offensive, really. Well, it is, I guess, in a way. Anyway, yeah, so James Pearson pretty much made quite a bad video. His dad, it sounds like he played out like this, massively offended the Thai nation, which is fair enough. Vichai said, we'll fucking get rid of him. Nige said, it's my son, if you get rid of him, I'm going too. And so Vichai said, sorry Nige, you've got to go too, man, because we're getting rid of him. And so Nige quit. And I remember being absolutely gutted, because what them boys pulled off with the whole ostrich thing and everything was amazing. And it was really incredible. And then to lose Nige at that point, and he'd put together that team. I don't care what anyone says. Nige put together that team, that squad, and as we look back, that entire club, he put that infrastructure in place. To lose that at that point was like soul destroying and gutting, because you're like, where do we go from here? And then we got Claudio, and obviously the famous Lineker quote probably summed up how Leicester fans felt. We tried it before with Sven, like get a big name manager, and it didn't work. So no one was particularly hopeful about what was going to happen. And then, wow, well, keep watching, people.